What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Martial Arts Monday review. Mr. Dan here as always, and this week I'm going to review The Protector, starring Tony Jaa, a 2005 film. This is a Quentin Tarantino Presents Dragon Dynasty volume number 3 DVD. Tons of special features included in this, including somewhere in here an interview with the RZA, who redid the soundtrack for this release. As you can see, it says no stunt doubles, no wires, no CGI. There may be even a little CGI with some of the explosions, particularly a speedboat hitting a helicopter. That looked a little, it was okay, but it wasn't the greatest explosion you've ever seen. But the real attraction in this film is Tony Jaa. He is essentially a human special effect in this film. He's pretty incredible. This is really a showcase for everything that he can do in terms of stunts and martial arts. And it does feature some familiar faces, including Johnny Nguyen, who starred in The Rebel, which is a film that I reviewed a few weeks ago on the channel. Please go ahead and check that out. And also Nathan Jones, the hulking actor who has appeared in such films as Muay Thai Giant, Fury Road, and Furiosa. And in a word, this film is style over substance. It's simply a showcase of what Tony Jaa can do in terms of stunts and martial arts with a plot that is rather thin. This would fall in between Tony Jaa appearing in Ong Bak and Ong Bak 2, which to me is the sort of the pinnacle of his career, at least as far as I've seen, in terms of having a great story, great characters, great martial arts, great action scenes. And in that time, in between the two Ong Bak movies, the first two, he would also appear in The Bodyguard, which I believe I've seen, but it's been a while, so let me know if you would like me to review that. And essentially the plot, in so much as there is one, is that a few of Tony Jaa's prized elephants are stolen from Thailand by some poachers, traffickers, and taken back to Australia. And he simply follows them there, gets off the plane, kind of a fish out of water, a country bumpkin type character, just like Bruce Lee was in Way of the Dragon. And he basically just starts tracking the bad guys down and kicking their ass and chasing them all over the damn place. There are speedboat chases and motorcycle chases and lots of crazy stunts. And the bad guys have sort of an endless supply of henchmen, including Johnny Nguyen, but also, as I said, Nathan Jones. Now, the first time you see Nathan Jones, he just walks out onto the screen and they start fighting. And there's also another fight with a capoeira fighter. And there's a couple hulking guys and two more additionally large guys at the end that he has to go up against. And, there's really no build-up or, these guys aren't really fleshed out as characters at all. The only sort of villains we get to know are sort of the main bad person. I won't even spoil that because there's a little bit of a twist there. And maybe the Johnny Nguyen character. But so it's very much style over substance. For example, when he fights the capoeira fighter, he's fighting. There's like 6 inches of water on the ground. And there's flames like surrounding them. I don't know how the flames got there, but it looked cool. And that's essentially the essence of the movie. There's a lot of things in this film that looks cool. Nevertheless, the heart of this film is in the right place. I mean, he's trying to track down these missing elephants, and his character has a great affinity and affection for the elephants. Of course, the elephant, I think, is the national symbol of Thailand. Even some of the die-cast cars that I collect, the ones that come from Thailand, will often have a small elephant symbol stamped on the bottom. So a pretty good film, an exciting film. I mean, which is kind of crazy stunts. There's one scene where he straps 2 elephant bones to his forearms to take on these bad guys. And he's just like, pummeling them with these gigantic elephant bones strapped to his forearms. It just kind of sets up some crazy set piece fight scenes that almost would be a little bit improbable to believe, otherwise. Again, they just wanted to throw in some stuff that looked cool. This is what I'm trying to say. And in terms of things that look cool, one of the examples would be there's an elephant skeleton at the end, and Tony Jaa, when he's going up against 2 gigantic henchmen, in addition to Nathan Jones, they're all just about as big as he is. He straps these elephant bones to his forearms, and he starts using them as weapons, and he basically like pummels these guys and breaks them down, chops them down to size. So it's a little bit ridiculous in some parts, but pretty wildly entertaining and certainly kind of imaginative in the way that they stage some of these set piece fight scenes. So if you're a Tony Jaa fan, I definitely recommend it. I mean, this is a pretty good release. It's a pretty enjoyable film. And come back again next time for another Martial Arts Monday review. Let me know if you'd like me to review Ong Bak 2 and The Bodyguard. And I'll check you guys next time. Thanks. Later.